Welcome to the latest episode of Northern Engineers Power Talks podcast. This is part of a series recorded at Make UK's Manufacturing Expo held in the North East, where manufacturing and engineering businesses from across the UK have descended on the North to discuss the hot topics facing the industry. During this series, we're talking to the bosses, innovators and experts from across the sector about their businesses, as well as the challenges and opportunities they're facing. Stephen, can I just start by asking, why is this an important event for Make UK?
These sorts of events, we run quite a few of them around the country, including our large national conference in London, are really about bringing people together as shared experience. It's about understanding, there's nothing like understanding what other businesses have done to deal with challenges or take advantages of opportunities. And these provide a really good forum for that sharing of experience, I think. And also, hopefully, people are learning new things from the speakers that we have at the conference as well.
Absolutely.
But it's that networking together as a community of manufacturers that's important.
And Stephen, what are Make UK's main messages to manufacturing and engineering delegates?
Well, first of all, I always reinforce the fact that manufacturing is critical to the economy of this country. We're the 11th largest manufacturing nation in the world, and we are the place where everything's invented. Doesn't matter about China, they're good at volume manufacturing, but we have all the ideas here. And it's really about making sure people understand the importance of manufacturing more than anything else. And then we get into the detail of what's the current constraints, what are the current challenges, and also giving people an idea of where we see some real opportunities and real growth. Because sometimes it's hard to break out of the point where you're stuck in a particular sector or rut and you can't see what the opportunities look like, and we give people the opportunity to see what those opportunities look like.
Fantastic. Now, Stephen, you mentioned briefly some of the challenges. Can you tell us what those sort of main challenges are at the moment facing businesses and how the challenges could be overcome, perhaps?
Sure. So I've been in manufacturing 45 years. There's always challenges when you've got lots of capital and you're manufacturing products. But at the moment, a lot of them have convened together to create a really challenging situation. Most of it's around cost. So we've had lots of employment cost increases, taxation increases, those sorts of things, which have been layered on top of each other, which normally we'll deal with through productivity, etc. But the really big difference now is the energy cost that we are suffering. And manufacturing, there's a direct correlation between manufacturing output and your energy cost. And the UK now has the highest industrial energy costs in the world. And a lot of that is due to choices that government makes about charging industry for things like the wind farm construction programs and the other sort of climate change type issues, which other countries don't do on their industry. They do it through general taxation. So there's a real challenge to get government to reconfigure that. They're making progress. We've seen some things in the industrial strategy, but it's not implemented yet. And many of our members are suffering with that in particular and seeing huge increases in their energy costs. And that's a big problem.
Okay, Stephen, so as you know, we're going through a particularly turbulent time in government at the moment. If the new Prime Minister were to, whoever he is going to be, were to provide a reset, what would Make UK be asking for?
So for us, two key issues. First of all, actually, before we get to the two specific issues, we have produced an industrial strategy a year ago this week. It's a great industrial strategy. It gives us a 10-year vision, lots of things in there. We need to see a commitment to that, to delivering it, because we haven't really seen that delivery side of it yet. So a real commitment from the new administration on industrial strategy.
Can you give us an idea of the key headlines from the industrial strategy?
Well, in terms of, so there's 8 different columns, 8 different sectors, as it were. Advanced manufacturing in the IS8 is the one that we helped create. There's around about 500 actions on the list in that advanced manufacturing thing. But it does talk about dealing with the energy cost. It does talk about dealing with the skill shortage and revamping the apprentice training system. It does talk about resetting some of the bureaucracy that we see in regulation. It does talk about our closer relationship with Europe, which is our biggest customer in the manufacturing sector. So a lot of those things, and we've spoken about them a lot in the last 12 months. We haven't actually moved them forward very much. So we want to see a commitment from the new administration to deliver on that point. And in there, the two big things are people, skills, where we've got 50,000 vacancies now. Our apprentice start rate each year is going down, it's not going up. The policies that government have put in have failed. We need to reverse that quickly. and get some of those youngsters back into
But
apprenticeship.
there's still a sense of optimism, is there, in
Yes,
the sector?
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, only because we saw so many good milestones last year. We created 40,000 new manufacturing jobs in renewable energy last year as a country.
Fantastic.
We're world leader in that technology. We're world leader in commercial aerospace systems, in space systems, really strong areas of growth. But, it's the subcontract level.
So there's a lot to shout about in terms of great British business.
Yeah, and it's always been the case. It's just a different mix every time you talk about it.
Well, thank you so much, Stephen. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Look out for more episodes from the Make UK Expo on our YouTube channel, Northern Engineer TV, or our LinkedIn page. Just search for Northern Engineer.